Welcome back to the channel. And today we're reacting to a Tim Pool video. And I'm be honest, I know a lot of people say like moderates. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I know a lot of people said moderates and like centrists are like right wing. The reason why they say this is because Tim Pool exists. I'm gonna keep it a stack because Tim Pool kind of advocates himself as like an independent individual. I think he says he's a libertarian, but he only shits on the left and defends the right. One of the big things that I constantly talk about is actions speak louder than words. I don't care what you preface or preface. I don't care what you preface, and I don't care what you say afterwards. If you're consistently crapping on the left and defending the right, then you're just a right winger. Your self identification doesn't matter to me. So, yeah, I can see why people say the moderates and centrists are just right wing. It's because of people like Tim Pool, 100%. But let's see what he has to say.
New York really stepped in it this time. Following the $350 million fraud ruling against Trump, truckers have announced that they will be boycotting loads delivered to the city.
I just want to let you guys know by the time this comes out, I dropped the podcast episode, kind of relaying the news. And basically, this is not going to happen. The guy who kind of started all it, Chicago Ray, deleted the video. And he also said that he's not trying to tell people to do anything. So he took all of it back. And then there's other truckers saying, yo, we're not doing that. So it was all bluster. That's all it was.
Now, I don't know exactly how big that could get. Maybe it's 10 truckers, maybe it's more. But considering the political leanings of many in the trucking profession, seems likely that this will have some kind of impact on New York City. We all remember the Freedom Convoy, the Freedom Truckers in Canada. The government was so shocked by what they were doing, they started freezing bank accounts and stealing money. A bunch of people who drive trucks said we're not going in that state. And then they were forced to reduce the sentence to 10 years. Now, I do want to talk about that case because it's pretty wild. But what we see here is that truckers are somewhat of an organized group. They lean pretty right, not completely. This may have a tremendous impact. But for those that aren't following exactly why this is happening, this has to do with Donald Trump.
Truckers in Canada and then a situation in Colorado. It's hard for me to say that truckers are an organized group necessarily. Especially if you watch my podcast episode, there's one trucker that literally says that, yeah, we're not really an organized group. So should I take the words from a trucker or should I take the words from a Tim Pool? Trucker Tim Pool. Trucker Tim Pool. I'm gonna go with the trucker.
Trump's fraud ruling. And I'll give you the gist of that so you can understand. Donald Trump was accused of fraud by New York. They argued that he artificially inflated the value of his assets in order to secure better loans, more money. Yes, that's literally what all people do all the time, everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not watching the rest of the video. I'm not a fan of Tim Pool. I can honestly say that because what do you mean all businesses do this? Can you prove that? Are you saying you do that? Are you saying you talk to businesses that do that? It's crazy how a ruling took place of something that is illegal, and the first thing Tim Pool does is to justify Donald Trump, defend Donald Trump, and saying, "Oh, we all do that. So maybe it's not fair that only Donald Trump gets in trouble." Aren't you the libertarian? Isn't libertarians like ones who hate like these big business types kind of taking advantage of the of like the economy. Isn't that a big libertarian point, right? Or am I wrong? Am I wrong? I might be wrong with about that. I just don't see any need for Tim Pool to defend Donald Trump. I don't really get it. Um, I don't get it at all. Someone manipulating the system so he can get himself richer by getting bigger loans, even though his assets, his businesses don't equate to that value and don't deserve that value. It's it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. We're defending billionaires. Like, we're really defending billionaires? Are we serious? Are we really defending billionaires? Like, why? If people are manipulating the system, don't we hate that? Don't Isn't that the big thing that is going on? Is people are upset how like business people and politicians are manipulating the system to take advantage of the middle class and the lower class? Isn't that the big thing? So why are we defending Trump? Why? I don't get it. I really don't get it cuz I feel like I feel like if this was Joe Biden, Poole wouldn't have the same energy because Poole is a fraud. He is a fraud and actually a right winger. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't really care if he disagrees with that notion. Actions speak louder than words, my guy. What I understand. I think I understand. I think I get it. Tim Pool's audience, probably the majority of his audience, are on the right wing. And I think he kind of understands the content creation game and he understands to appeal to them, he constantly has to make right wing content that appeals to them. But sometimes he makes content that's a little bit more center, but still appeals more to the right than the left, and never makes content defending the left. Now, I wanna be clear. Defending content that defending the left from leftist ideals, not defending the left, but they're doing something more right wing in consideration. So yeah, I don't I don't get it. I don't understand it. And I know you guys like, bro, watch the rest of the video. No, no, I don't think I'll like anything else Tim Pool says. And I'm really trying to be understanding, but it makes me really not want to identify as a moderate or as an independent because I can understand why people think moderate centrists and independents are just right wingers when you have people like Tim Pool who exist. It's kind of ridiculous to me that he's trying to defend Donald Trump. But yeah, this is a little short video. I really don't care to watch the rest of what he has to say. Him just defending Donald Trump the entire time and probably crapping on New York for doing their jobs. It's whatever. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section. I'll try to engage in a conversation. But if you're just reinforcing Tim Pool's points, then I can't really have a conversation with you. My question to you, what the question I want answered is why are we trying to defend a billionaire? Why are we trying to defend a former president of the United States for doing something illegal? Unless you can prove to me that this isn't illegal, which you won't be able to, then why are we defending this man for taking advantage of a system to put more money in his own pockets? I don't get it. I don't understand it. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. Like and subscribe if you do. Y'all have a good one. Take care and peace.